Hello viewers, welcome to May-June 2023 WAEC, also known as WASI, Past Questions and Detailed Solution, General Mathematics, Mathematics Core, Paper 1, Objective Test, Questions 1 to 50, Solution to 50 questions in one video. Question 1. Evaluate correct to 3 decimal places this fraction. Solution. This is the given fraction. You multiply the numerator, you have this result. Divide by the denominator, and you have this result. To 3 decimal places, we are interested in the first 3 digits after the point, but our interest is on 6. The next digit is 0, which is rounded down to 0, and you have 0.036. The correct option is B. Question 2. There are 30 students in a class. 15 study woodwork and 13 study mental work. 6 students study neither of the 2 subjects. How many students study woodwork but not mental work? Solution. Let W equal to woodwork, M equal to mental work. The number of students in the class form the universal set, and you have 30 of them. Number who study woodwork, 15. Number who study mental work, 13. Number of students that studied both subjects are unknown. Let that number be S. Then those that studied neither of the 2 subjects is represented using this set notation, and the number is equal to 6. While those that study woodwork but not mental work is represented using this set notation, and that is equal to 15 minus S. Those that study woodwork minus those that study both subjects. You have the Venn diagram for the information. This is the point of intersection. Those that studied both subjects. This is only woodwork, here only mental work. Then 6 did not study neither of the 2 subjects. If you add everything in the Venn diagram, you equate it to 30. That is what you have here. Minus S plus S is 0. You are left with 15 plus 13 plus 6. That is 34 minus this S equal to 30. You have it in this form. Therefore, S is equal to 4. Those that study woodwork but not mental work, they are 15 minus S. That is 15 minus 4 equal to 11. The correct option is C. Question 3. Solve 2 power 5s divide by 2 power s equal to 5th root of 2 power 10. Solution. Here you apply division law of indices. you have the same bases being divided, their powers are subtracted. Fifth root means the given base number to the power of 1 over 5. If you simplify here, you have 2 power 4s equal to, if you multiply the 2 powers here, you are left with power 2. So you have 2 power 2. Equating the bases, that is, you cancel them out, you are left with the powers 4s equal to 2. To get s, divide both sides by 4, and you have 2 over 4, which reduces to 1 over 2. The correct option is C. Question 4. Solve 1 plus cube root of s minus 3 equal to 4. Solution. You have to collect like terms by transferring plus 1 to the right hand side. You have it in this form, and when you subtract the right hand side, you have 3. To get s minus 3 first, you need to take the cube of both sides in order to counter the cube roots in the left hand side. If you take the cube of both sides, this term becomes s minus 3 equal to 3 cube. S is equal to 27. That is for 3 cube. You transfer minus 3 to the right, it becomes plus 3. Therefore, s is equal to 30. The correct option is C. Question 5. Express 4, 1, 3 base 7 in base 5. Solution. There is no direct link between base 7 and 5. First, you express 4, 1, 3 base 7 in base 10. To achieve that, you multiply each digit of the given number by base 7. You add the next digit and you continue in that format. When you are done with that, you assign powers to the base number starting with 0 from right to left. So the first base number here, the power is 0, follows by power 1 and 2 respectively. When you simplify, you have these results, follows by this, and you have 206 base 10. Secondly, you express the number in base 10 to base 5. The process is continuous division until the last result is 0. So you have 206 divided by 5, you have 41, remainder 1. 41 divided by 5, 8, remainder 1. 8 divided by 5, 1, remainder 3. 1 divided by 5, 0, remainder 1. The last result is 0. You stop division and you write the remainder upward. So 206 base 10 is equal to 1311 base 5. Therefore, 413 base 7 is equal to 1311 base 5. The correct option is D. Question 6. Solve log s base 3 plus log s minus 8 base 3 equal to 2. Solution. If you apply the addition law of logarithm, log of numbers with the same bases are multiplied. So you have it in this form. In order to solve for s, we need to cancel off log base 3. To achieve that, you need log base 3 in the right hand side. Don't forget, anything you are writing, when you reverse it, you must have 2. Because the given base is 3, here we can write log 3 base 3, which is 1. So you have log 3 power 2 base 3. Equating log to base 3, we are left with the powers. The result is quadratic, so transfer 9 to the left hand side, you have it in this form. Solve by factorization, you have this result. The terms are 4. To continue, you group them in 2's, you factor out the common term, you have this result. You equate each term to 0, and you have s to be equal to minus 1 or s equal to 9. In short form, you have these results. We have 9 as option D, which is the correct option. Question 7. Mr. Mano is 4 times as old as his son Adu. 7 years ago, the sum of their ages was 76 years. How old is Adu? Question mark. Solution. Let Adu be equal to s years, then Mr. Mano is 4 times as old as his son. So you have 4s years. 7 years ago, their ages were, you subtract 7 from their respective ages, and you have this result. Sum of their ages 7 years ago is equal to 76. So you add this to this and you equate it to 76. Add like terms, you have this result. Transfer minus 14 to the right hand side, you have this result. You have 5s equal to 90. To get s, divide both sides by 5, and s is equal to 18 years. The correct option is C. Question 8, factorize completely. You have s squared minus bracket open y plus z bracket close square. Solution. By difference of 2 squares, if you have a square minus b squared, the factorization is equal to this. If you compare this to this, it simply means that a is equal to s and b is equal to y plus z. That is the meaning. So you come here, you replace a with s, then b with y plus z. Then the first term here is the second term here. You have the same result, but the sign is negative. If you open this bracket, you have s plus y plus z. If you open this bracket using the negative sign, you have this result. The correct option is B. Question 9. Find the roots of the quadratic equation 3m squared minus 2m minus 65 equal to 0. Solution. This is the given quadratic equation. Let us compare it with the general quadratic equation of this form. Here the variable is m. When you compare the coefficients, a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 2, c is equal to minus 65. Whenever a is not equal to 1, you get AC, the product of a and c, and that is minus 195. Possible factors are minus 15 and 13. You express the factors in terms of m, the variable of interest, and you replace the middle term with them in this form. The purpose is to have 4 terms. You group them in twos. From each group, you factor out the common term. At this point, m minus 5 is common. You factor it out again. You are left with 3m plus 13 that will form the other bracket. You equate each term to 0 and transfer the constant terms respectively. But here, to get m, divide both sides by 3 and you have it in this form. Therefore, m is equal to minus 13 over 3 or 5. The correct option is C. Question 10. M varies jointly as the square of n and the square root of q. If m is equal to 24, when n is equal to 2 and q is equal to 4, find m when n is equal to 5 and q is equal to 9. Solution. The given problem is interpreted in this form. M varies jointly as the square of n and the square root of q. To proceed, you replace the symbol of variation with equality sign and you introduce the constant k of variation. The reason why you have all the parameters at this point is to enable you find the value of k. You come here and you replace them, you have this result, and that is equal to k times 4. That is 2 square times 2 square root of 4. You have 24 equal to 8k. To get k, divide both sides by 8 and you have 3. Next thing is to establish the formula connecting the variables. You come here and replace k with 3 and you have the formula. When m is unknown, n is equal to 5, q is equal to 9. You come here and replace n and q with what they stand for. You have this result, and that is 3 times 25 times 3 equal to 225. The correct option is D. Question 11. If m ratio n is equal to this and n ratio q is equal to this, find q ratio m. Solution. This is the first part. First, convert the mixed fractions to improper fractions. Secondly, let's clear the fractions by simply cross multiplying, and you have m ratio n to be equal to 35 ratio 18, equation 1. From the second part, convert the mixed fractions to improper fractions, cross multiply to clear fractions. You have this as equation 2. In order to find q ratio m, we simply make the values of n in both equations to be the same. So n, 18, 9. To achieve that, multiply through equation 2 by 2. If you do that, you have this equation as equation 3. Next, you compare equation 1 and equation 3. The values of n are the same. So if you take m here, m is equal to 35, then q is equal to 16. Therefore, q ratio m becomes 16 ratio 35. The correct option is A. Question 12. 1/3 the sum of two numbers is 12. Twice their difference is 12. Find the numbers. Solution. Let the numbers be s and y. So the sum is s plus y. Then 1/3 the sum, that is 1/3 times the sum, is equal to 12. That is what you have here. First statement, multiply through by 3 to clear fraction. You have this as equation 1. From the second statement, you find the difference of s and y, multiply it by 2, it is equal to 12. Divide through by 2, so you have s minus y equal to 6, equation 2. Solve both equations simultaneously using elimination method. You have equations 1 and 2. I wish to eliminate variable y. To achieve that, I have to add both equations because the sign for y and y again in the two equations are the same. So you add. When you add, you have 2s equal to 42. Divide both sides by 2 to get s, and s is equal to 21. To get y, you need to replace s with 21 in any of the equations. I'm using equation 1. This is equation 1. You replace s with 21. You collect like terms and you have 15. Therefore, the numbers are 21 and 15. The correct option is A. Question 13. Find the quadratic equation whose roots are 2/3 and minus 3/4. Solution. The required equation is y squared minus sum of roots times y plus product of roots equal to 0. Let's get sum of roots. You add the two roots, simplify, you have minus 1 over 12. Product of roots, you multiply the two roots, simplify, you have minus 6 over 12. You come here and replace the sum of roots and the product of roots, you have this result. If you open the two brackets with the minus and plus signs, you have this result. Multiply through by 12 to clear fractions, you have 12y squared plus y minus 6 equal to 0. The correct option is C. Question 14. Make S the subject of the relation y equal to as cubed minus b over 3z. Solution. This is the given relation. First, clear the fraction by using 3z to multiply through. You have this result. We are interested in s, so transfer this term to the left. You have this result. To get s cubed first, divide both sides by a, and to get s, take the cube root of both sides. The correct option is B. Question 15. The price of a shoe was decreased by 22%. If the new price was $27.30, what was the original price? Question mark. Solution. Let the price of the shoe be S. Let's compute 22% of S. That is 22 over 100 times S equal to 11S over 50. We have to get the decrease amount. That amount is simply subtracting this value from the price of the shoe. You have it in this form. When you simplify, you have this result and 39s over 50. The new price is $27.30. To find s, you have to equate the decrease amount to the new price. You have it in this form. Multiply through by 50 to clear fraction and divide both sides by 39 to get s, and you have $35 as the price of the shoe, the original price. The correct option is D. Question 16. The radius and height of a solid cylinder are 8 cm and 14 cm respectively. Find correct to 2 decimal places the total surface area. Solution. Radius is equal to 8 cm, height is equal to 14 cm. Total surface area of cylinder is given by this formula. You can factor out 2 pi arrow and you have it in this form. You replace the parameters with what they stand for. You have this result. When you simplify, you have this result follows by this. After division, you have 1106.29 square centimeters to 2 decimal places. The correct option is C. Question 17. In the diagram, O is the center of the circle NST. NT is equal to ST and angle NTS equal to 36 degrees. Find the measure of the angle marked T, that is this angle. To get T, we need this angle, and add the three angles on the straight line. Triangle NST is isosceles triangle because NT is equal to ST, and as such the base angles are equal. So angle TNS equal to angle TSN equal to S, base angles. So in triangle NTS, if you add the three angles, the sum is equal to 180 degrees. You have 2S equal to 180 degrees minus 36 degrees. You transfer this to the right and you have 144 degrees. Divide both sides by 2 to get S. S is equal to 72 degrees. So this angle is known. Angle TSV is equal to angle TNS equal to 72 degrees, alternate segment. This angle and this angle, they are equal. Angle TSV is formed between a tangent and a chord, and as such it is equal to the angle in the alternate segment. So you add the three angles on line arrow SV. The sum is equal to 180 degrees. So you have T plus the second angle 72 degrees, the third angle also 72 degrees equal to 180 degrees. You have this result. You have T to be equal to 180 degrees minus 144 degrees equal to 36 degrees. The correct option is A. Question 18. A sphere has radius 3 cm. Find in terms of pi its volume. Solution. Volume of sphere is given by this formula. You replace the radius with 3, leaving pi, because your answer should be expressed in terms of pi. So you replace the radius with 3 to the power of 3. You have it in this form. 27 divided by 3 is 9 times 4. You have 36 pi cube centimeters. The correct option is C. Question 19. Arrange the following numbers in ascending order of magnitude: 1, 1, 0 base 2, 3, 1 base 8, 4, 2 base 5. Solution. Convert each number to base 10 respectively. For the first number, you multiply each digit by the base number plus the next one, and so on. After that, you assign powers to the base number, starting with 0 from right to left. So base 2 takes power 0, the next one power 1, the next one power 2. When you simplify, you have this result, that is 6 base 10. If you convert the second number to base 10, you have this result, and the third number to base 10, you have this result. In ascending order, you have 6 base 10 for 1, 1, 0 base 2. You have 2, 2 base 10 for 4, 2 base 5. Then you have 25 base 10 for 3, 1 base 8. The correct option is B. Question 20. A notebook of length 15 cm was measured by a student as 16.8 cm. Calculate correct to 2 decimal places the percentage error in the measurement. From here, the exact value is 15, the wrong value is 16.8, or in centimeters. Percentage error is equal to error over exact times 100%. The error is the wrong value minus the exact value over exact times 100%. You have this result. When you simplify, you have 12.00%. The correct option is A. Question 21. Find the value of M in the diagram. Solution. To do that, we simply adjust this diagram to this form by extending this side and closing this side. For us to have angle 90 degrees, this angle is also 90 degrees. For this angle, it is 180 degrees minus 40 degrees, straight line angles, and you have 140 degrees. In the closed figure, if you add all the angles, the sum is equal to 540 degrees. Sum of angles in a pentagon. You have this result. M is equal to 540 degrees minus 410 degrees equal to 130 degrees. The correct option is B. Question 22. A line L passing through the point is parallel to the line which passes through these points. Find the equation of the line L. Solution. Let the equation of the line L be equal to y equal to ms plus c. Through this point, we have minus 13 equal to 6m plus c. Let's call that equation 1. The line that passes through these points will help us to find the gradient in equation 1 above. Gradient m is equal to change in y over change in s. This is s1, y1, S2, Y2. You replace them and you have these results. You have 5 over minus 10, and that is equal to minus 1 over 2. With the gradient, go back to equation 1 and find C. So this is equation 1. You replace M with minus 1 over 2 in this form. If you divide 6 by 2, you have 3 times minus 1, that is minus 3. To get C, transfer minus 3 to the left. You have this result, and C is equal to minus 10. The required equation is therefore given as, you come here, y equal to, the gradient is minus 1 over 2 times s minus the intercept on the y-axis c equal to minus 10, and you have it in this form. The correct option is C. Question 23. An empty tank in form of cylinder is 140 centimeters in diameter. If 200 liters of water is poured into the tank, calculate, correct to the nearest centimeter, the height of water in the tank. Solution: the amount of water in the tank is the volume. Volume of cylinder is equal to pi r square h. The volume is given in terms of liters. You have to convert it to centimeters by using 1000 to multiply it, and you have 200,000 cube centimeters. Diameter is equal to 140 cm. To get radius, divide diameter by 2 and you have 70 cm. We are to get the height. You come here and replace volume, pi, and radius with what they stand for, except the height, which we are to solve for. Multiply through by 7 to clear fraction. Divide both sides by this product to make height the subject in this form. When you simplify, you have this result. To the nearest centimeter, the height is equal to 13 centimeters. The correct option is C. Question 24. Mrs. Kebe stands at a distance of 110 meters away from a building of vertical height 58 meters. If Kebe is 2 meters tall, find the angle of elevation of the top of the building from her eye. Solution: this is Kebe, 2 meters tall, vertical building. The distance of the woman from the foot of the building is 110 meters. The height of the building is 58 meters. Now, KA is equal to BC, that is 2 meters. From her eye level, she's looking at the top of the building. So the angle formed is angle of elevation, theta. If The height of the building is 58 meters and BC is 2 meters. From the building top to C becomes 56 meters. AB is equal to KC. In triangle KCB or T, top of the building, we can get theta. This is opposite adjacent. So tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. That is 56 over 110 equal to 0.50909. To get theta, take the inverse of tangent of both sides and you have 26.9801 degrees. To the nearest degree, you have 27 degrees. The correct option is B. Question 25. Find the mean deviation of the set of numbers 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. You have ungrouped data, data without frequencies. Solution: mean deviation is equal to summation symbol of absolute value of S minus S bar over N. S bar is needed, which is the mean. The mean is equal to summation S over N. You add all the numbers, they are 6 in number, divide by 6. You have 99 over 6, and that is 16.5. Let's use table to show the solution and get the final result. You have S, the given numbers. Next, we get S minus S bar, that is subtracting 16.5 from each value here, and you have this result. This symbol helps us to convert all negative results to positive, while the results that are positive remain the same. So minus 2.5 under this symbol becomes positive, and so on. When you add down, you have 9. So the mean deviation becomes 9 over 6, and that is 1.5. The correct option is B. Question 26. The interior angle of a regular polygon is 6 times its exterior angle. That is one angle. Find the number of sides of the polygon. Solution: each interior angle of a polygon is given by this formula, and each exterior angle of a polygon is given by this formula. From the question, each exterior angle is equal to 6 times each exterior angle. Each interior angle is equal to 6 times each exterior angle. You have it in this form. If you cross multiply, you have these results. N, we cancel N. Then if you divide through by 180 degrees, you are left with 2 here that will multiply 6 to give you 12. So you have N minus 2 equal to 12. So N is equal to 12 plus 2 equal to 14. So you have 14 sides. The correct option is B. Question 27. The length of the diagonal of a square is 12 cm. Calculate the area of the square. To get the area, the length is needed. You know, in a square, all the sides are equal. So you have the diagonal to be 12 cm. So we have two right angle triangles. By Pythagoras rule, you have it that 12 square is equal to L square plus L square. You have this result. Divide through by 2. L square is equal to 72. Area of a square is equal to L square, and that is 72 square centimeters. The correct option is C. Example 28. Consider the statements. P. Sia is from Foya. Q. Foya is in Lofa. Write in symbolic form the statement. If Sia is from Foya, then Foya is in Lofa. If then is conditional or implication statement with symbol that looks like arrow, something like this. So the correct option is C. Question 29. What is the name of a triangle with vertices this, and this? Solution. Considering the given vertices, you simply subtract them. So you have minus 3. You start with the second point. Minus 3 minus 1, that is minus 4. For the second point, 2 minus 6 equal to minus 4. The third point, 4 minus 0 equal to 4. You see that two sides are the same, and such a triangle is isosceles triangle. The correct option is A. Question 30. In the diagram, N arrow is a diameter. Angle MN arrow is equal to S degrees, and angle S arrow N equal to 5S plus 20 degrees. Find the value of 2S. Solution. This angle is 90 degrees because N arrow is a diameter. You have angle in a semicircle. We also need this angle. So if you add this angle and this angle, the sum is equal to 180 degrees. Angle S arrow N is this, plus angle N arrow M equal to 180 degrees. You open the bracket, you have this result. To get angle N arrow M, you transfer these values to the right hand side, and you have 180 degrees minus 5S. In triangle NM arrow, the three angles are known. You add them together, the sum is equal to 180 degrees. You have it in this form, and you have this result. Transfer this to the right. For it to become positive, you transfer this value to the left. You have it in this form. So If you subtract, you have 70 degrees equal to 4s. You are asked to find 2s. So instead of dividing through by 4, divide through by 2. And you have 35 degrees equal to 2s. Therefore, 2s is equal to 35 degrees. The correct option is B. Question 31. Find the value of alpha in the equation. You have this equation. Solution. This is the given equation. In complementary angles, cos alpha is equal to sine 90 degrees minus alpha. Let's take this part, which is this, and compare it with this part. It simply means that alpha is equal to alpha plus 14. That is the meaning. When you come here, you replace alpha with alpha plus 14 degrees in this form. You open the bracket with the minus sign, you have this result. After subtraction of 90 degrees and 14 degrees, you have this result. So this value is equal to this. Now, if you compare this with this, both sides are equal. By implication, the two other sides are also equal. You equate them together. Sine function cancels out. You are left with the angles, and you have a simple linear equation. Collect like terms. You have 5 alpha equal to 70 degrees. To get alpha, divide both sides by 5, and alpha is equal to 14 degrees. The correct option is A. Question 32. A bag contains 4 white marbles and 3 blue marbles. Another bag contains 5 red and 6 blue marbles. If a marble is picked at random from each bag, find the probability that they are of the same color. Solution. First bag, white marbles, they are 4. Blue marbles, they are 3. Total is 7. Second bag, red marbles, they are 5. Blue marbles, they are 6. Total is 11. So probability same color from each bag means blue marbles from the first bag, then blue marbles again from the second bag. You have it in this form. That is 3/7. The first bag, you have 3 marbles over total of 7 times second bag, 6 marbles that are blue over the total of 11. When you multiply, you have 18/77. The correct option is B. Question 33. The angle of a sector of a circle of radius 3.4 cm is 115 degrees. Find the area of the sector. Solution. Area of sector is given by this formula. The angle is 115 degrees over 360 degrees times pi 22/7 times radius square 0.4 square. When you simplify and reduce, you have this result. After multiplication and division, you have this result to 1 decimal place or 3SF. The area of the sector is approximately equal to 11.6 square centimeters. The correct option is B. Question 34. The diagonals of a rhombus are 16 cm and 12 cm. Find the length of the side. Solution. You have the rhombus from here to here is diagonal 16. Half of it is 8. The other one is 12. Half of it is 6. All the sides are equal, so you have one of the sides, L. The length of the side is obtained by Pythagoras rule, considering any of the triangle, and the side is the hypotenuse. So L square is equal to 8 square plus 6 square. That is 64 plus 36 equal to 100. To get L, take the square root of both sides, and L is equal to 10 cm. The correct option is B. Question 35. The angle of elevation of the top of a vertical building from a point Z on the ground is 50 degrees. If the height of the building is 124 meters, find the distance from Z to the foot of the building. Solution. Y is the building, the top is T, the foot is Y. You have point Z whose angle of elevation from the top of the building is 50 degrees. Distance ZY is the distance from Z to the foot of the building, denoted by D. In right angle triangle TYZ, this is opposite, you have adjacent. So tan 50 degrees is equal to opposite over adjacent, that is 124 over D. If you make D the subject, you have this result, which is equal to this. After division, you have this result to 2 decimal places. The distance D is approximately equal to 104.05 meters. The correct option is A. Question 36. A student measured the height of a pole as 5.98 meters, which is less than the actual height. If the percentage error is 5%, find correct to 2 decimal places the actual height of the pole. Solution. Percentage error is equal to error over exact times 100%. Let the actual height be S. Let the wrong height be 5.98 given in the question. It follows that error is S minus 5.98. You come back here, the percentage error is 5% equal to error over exact. Because of the presence of percent, this 100 is out. So if you convert this to ordinary fraction, you have this result. When you reduce, you have this result. Next is to cross multiply. You expand the bracket, collect like terms, and you have this result. To get S, divide both sides by 19, and you have this value. To 2 decimal places, the actual height S becomes 6.29 meters. The correct option is C. Question 37. In the diagram, O is the center of the circle QRS and angle SQRO equal to 28 degrees. Find angle ORS, this angle. We need this angle so that we can get this angle since the base angles are equal. OS is equal to OR. This angle at center SOR is equal to 2 times angle SQR. Angle at center is twice angle at circumference. Angle SOR becomes 2 times 28 degrees equal to 56 degrees. In triangle SOR, the base angles are equal. In that triangle, you add the 3 angles, the sum is equal to 180 degrees. You have this result, follows by this, and S is equal to 62 degrees. Therefore, S, which is one of the base angles, angle ORS, the required angle is equal to 62 degrees. The correct option is B. Question 38. John was facing south 35 degrees east. If he turned 90 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction, find his new direction. Solution: you simply draw the 4 cardinal directions: north, south, east, west. So John is facing southeast, from here to this point. If John is going forward, that is clockwise. Now going backward is anti-clockwise. This whole quadrant is 90 degrees. If from here to here is 35 degrees, the remaining angle must be 0.55 degrees. That means John moving from here to this part is 0.55 degrees. Remember, he turned 90 degrees. From here, he will enter the next quadrant by 0.35 degrees. So this is 90 degrees, the angle that John turned. His new direction will be from the north to the east. Here is 0.35 degrees. The quadrant is 90 degrees. From here to this point must be 0.55 degrees. Using cardinal notation, you have north 55 degrees east as the new direction. The correct option is A. Question 39. If 2s minus 3y equal to minus 11 and 3s plus 2y equal to 3, evaluate bracket open y minus s bracket close or square. Solution: you simply solve both equations simultaneously. You have equation 1 and equation 2. Here, I want to eliminate variable y. To do that, the coefficients must be the same in both equations. Here, you have 3, 2. You simply find the LCM, which is 6. So, you turn 3 to 6 by multiplying equation 1 by 2. You turn 2 to 6 by multiplying equation 2 by 3. You have this result. In order to eliminate variable y, I need to add both equations so that minus 6y plus 6y is 0, and 4s plus 9s equal to 13s minus 22 plus 9 is minus 13. Divide both sides by 13, s becomes minus 1. To get y, you replace s with 1 in any of the equations. I'm using equation 2. This is equation 2. You replace s with minus 1. You multiply. You have this result. You collect like terms. You have this result. Divide both sides by 2 in order to get y, and y is equal to 3. You are asked to evaluate this. Y is equal to 3 minus s is minus 1. So you put that value in bracket so that you have 3 minus times minus 1 is plus 1. So 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 square is 16. The correct option is C. Question 40. An equilateral triangle has side 2 cm. Calculate the height of the triangle. The given triangle, all the sides are equal. So 2 cm respectively. Because of this height, this side becomes 1 cm, 1 cm. For you to have 2 when you add, you have a right-angled triangle. To get the height, you use Pythagoras rule. Hypotenuse, then the other 2 sides. So 2 square is equal to h square plus 1 square. You have this result. Transfer plus 1 to the left hand side. It becomes negative. H square is equal to 3. To get h, you take the square root of both sides. That is root 3 centimeters. The correct option is A. Question 41. A number is selected at random from 40 to 50 inclusive. Find the probability that the number is prime. Solution: let the sample space be S. So you list all the numbers between 40 and 50. You have them in this form. They are 11 in number. Let event E be equal to prime. From the sample space, you write out the numbers that are prime. They are 3 in number. Therefore, probability prime is equal to number that are prime over total numbers in the sample space, that is 3 over 11. The correct option is A. The bar chart represents the distribution of marks scored by students in an economics examination. Use the bar chart to answer questions 42 to 44. Question 42. If the failed mark was 4, what is the probability that a student selected at random passed? Solution. From the bar chart, we need to form a frequency table from the bar chart. All right, so we have marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in this form. Then frequency, students that scored 1 mark, they are 3 in number. You trace 1 to where the bar ends to the frequency axis. For mark 2, they are 6. Mark 3, you have 9. 4 is 1, and so on. Probability that a student passed the exam means that student must score 5 and above. That is greater than 4. That is probability 5 plus probability 6, 7, and 8. And that is frequency of 5. How many students scored 5? Frequency of 5 plus frequency of 6 plus that of 7 and 8 over total frequencies. Those that scored 5, they are 12, plus those that scored 6, 7, 7, 5, 8, 10 over total frequency, that is 53. You have 34 over 53, which is equal to 0.64. The correct option is A. Question 43. What percentage of the students scored at most 5 marks? Solution. At most 5 marks means 5 marks and below. That is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Students who scored at most 5 marks are those that scored 5 marks, 12 in number, 4 marks, 1, 3 marks, 9, 2 marks, 6, 1 mark, 3. You add them together and you have 13. Percentage at most 5 marks becomes 31. Those that scored at most 5 marks over total students, 53 times 100%. You have it in this form, and that is this value to 1 decimal place or 3SF. You have 58.5%. The correct option is B. Question 44. How many students scored at least 3 marks? Solution. At least 3 marks means 3 marks and above. From the table, students who scored at least 3 marks, that is from 3 to 8, you add the number of students and you have 44 of them. The correct option is C. Question 45. If log 3 base A is equal to M and log 5 base A is equal to P. Find log 75 base A. Solution. The given problem, you express it in terms of 3 and 5. First, you have it in this form: log 3 times 25 base A. Product implies addition to the given base. You have it in this form. You can further express 25 as 5 squared by power law of logarithm. Power 2 is to multiply the log in this form. Now, log 3 base A is equal to m plus 2 times log 5 base A, which is P. So you have m plus 2P. The correct option is C. Question 46. In the diagram, M and arrow are points on the circle center O. Angle O arrow N equal to 48 degrees and angle arrow NM equal to 124 degrees. Find angle OMN. This angle. Before this angle is needed, and to get this angle we need the reflex angle. So reflex angle MO arrow is 2 times angle MN arrow. You have the reason. The reflex angle MO arrow becomes 2 times 124 degrees. That is 248 degrees. We need the obtuse angle. You have to add the reflex angle to the obtuse angle. The sum is equal to 360 degrees. Sum of angles at a point. You have it in this form. The obtuse angle becomes 360 degrees minus the reflex angle 248 degrees. You have 112 degrees. In quadrilateral MNO arrow, if you add the 4 angles, the sum is equal to 360 degrees. You replace 3 of the known angles. You have this result. Angle M is equal to 360 degrees minus 284 degrees, and that is 76 degrees. Using 3 letters notation, angle M is the same as angle OMN equal to 76 degrees. The correct option is A. Question 47. Simplify 3 root 12 plus 10 root 3 minus 6 over root 3. Solution. This is the given problem. You express 12 as 4 times 3. So you have 3 root 4 times 3 plus 10 root 3. You rationalize this term using root 3 to multiply both numerator and denominator, and you have these results. Root 4 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6 root 3 plus 10 root 3 minus divide 6 by 3. You have 2 root 3. When you add and subtract, you have 14 root 3. The correct option is A. Question 48. The truth set of 8 plus 2s minus s squared equal to 0 is P, Q. Evaluate P plus Q. So P, Q are the roots of the equation. You factorize it to get P and Q. Then you add to get P plus Q. This is the given equation. To factorize, you get the factors whose sum is 2 and the product is minus 8, because from here A is equal to minus 1, B is 2, C is 8. Because A is not equal to 1, you have to get AC, which is minus 8. The two factors are plus 4 minus 2. You express them in terms of S, the given variable, and you replace the middle term with them in this form. The purpose is to have 4 terms. You group them in twos. From each group, you factor out the common factor. At this point, 4 minus s is common. If you factor it out, you are left with 2 plus s that will combine to form the other bracket. You equate each term to 0. Here, you transfer minus s. It becomes plus s. You transfer plus 2. It becomes minus 2. You have s to be equal to minus 2 or 4. This implies that P is equal to minus 2, Q is equal to 4. Therefore, P plus Q is equal to minus 2 plus 4, and that is 2. The correct option is C. Question 49. Find the gradient of the line passing through the points this and this. The gradient or slope is given by this formula. For this point, you have S1, Y1. You have S2, Y2. You replace them in the formula, you have these results. When you open this bracket, you have this result. You can write 3 as over 1 for you to have a balanced fraction. If you simplify the numerator and denominator, you have this result, which implies 1 divided by 5 over 2. When dividing fraction, division sign changes to multiplication, and the fraction at the right side of the division sign is inverted. So you have 1 times 2 over 5 equal to 2 over 5. The correct option is D. Question 50. For what values of s is s squared plus 2 over 10s squared minus 13s minus 3 undefined? Solution. For the undefined values, equate the denominator to 0 and factorize. So you equate 10s squared minus 13s minus 3 to 0. If you compare with the general quadratic equation of as squared plus bs plus c equal to 0, a is equal to 10, b is equal to minus 13, c is equal to minus 3. Because a is not equal to 1, you have to get AC, which is minus 30. So you find two factors of 30 whose sum is minus 13 and the product is minus 30. Such factors are 2 and minus 15. You express them in terms of s and replace the middle term with them in this form. The purpose is to have 4 terms so that you group them in twos. From each group, you factor out the common term. At this point, 2s minus 3 is common. When you take it out, you are left with 5s plus 1 that will combine to form the other term. You equate each term to 0. You collect like terms by transferring the constant terms to the right hand side respectively. You have this result. Here, divide through by 2, divide through by 5. You have it in this form. Hence, s is equal to minus 1 over 5 or 3 over 2. The correct option is C.